Hey everybody, this is Brad from the Stock and Options Room here at the ShadowTrader.net Live Trading Suite. And the stock on my radar for this upcoming week is Nvidia. But Nvidia to the short side, not the long side. And the reason I like it, number one, primary trend line's intact, secondary trend line's intact, but this tertiary third trend line is very, very close to getting breached to the downside. You can see here the 21-day MA, the green line, is right around 141 bucks. And it also ties into the June 20th high here. All right. So when this was first resistance here back in June, the stock came up, took it all the way till October, right, to kind of get back to that level. Then, of course, it broke to new highs, and for 5 days in a row, could not really get above 150 bucks. So for me, it's telling me that the stock is tired, right? I mean, of course, Nvidia is still one of the most widely followed stocks out there. It's all about AI. But when I look at where the stock was not too long ago, and where the stock was, just this past week, there could be some more froth taken off the top. But the other, main reason is when you look at the NDX, we have definitely lost, obviously, the 8, but also the 21 period MA on the daily chart, and almost filled the gap from the election gap last week. So there's definitely some profit taking in these large cap tech stocks. But Nvidia, specifically, I do really like it, possibly to the short side. Now, there are some caveats, right? Some of you that have been in the room with me for a while know that I like taking shots like this. Because when it's not in favor, right, when everyone thinks up, 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 that's when I'm always thinking down. And when everyone's thinking stocks going lower, 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 I'm liking to buy the dip. And I could, show you example after example after example in those things, like Snow recently and Starbucks and a bunch of others. But Nvidia to me is kind of compelling. But like I said, there has to be some caveats. When we wake up Monday morning, if NASDAQ futures are up 200 points, well, then obviously the trade's off the table. But if we get weakness and we have Nvidia get below 141, that's my target to short the stock. Now, the other caveat, if the stock closes back above 141 at the end of the day on Monday, then I would just exit the trade. But if this thing goes below 141 and stays there, and there's more weakness in the overall markets, and I'm talking about top line figures, Dow, S&P, NASDAQ. If there are more, selling and more downside like we just saw Thursday and Friday, then that's the compelling trade to me to try to get this thing short and stay short into earnings. Now, that's the last thing. Many of you know earnings are coming out on the 20th, obviously, which is this Wednesday. So here's the thing, right? There's still a couple days to short this thing. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday after the bell is when Nvidia reports. The expected move is about 15 bucks. Okay. Now look, if I short the thing at 141 and the stock is down, or at least up in my favor, right, goes to at least 131, so I'm up 10 points in the trade, I would hold it into earnings. Basically, I'm looking for about 2/3, right, of profit potential in the stock if I'm going to hold it into earnings. Okay, so again, if I get it short, goes from 141, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever, it's closer to 131, I would stay short. If the stock gets anywhere, less than $10, I'll just take the profit and walk away. Maybe I have 6, maybe I have 7, maybe I have $4 gain. I'll just get out of the way because again, its expected move is about 15 bucks. And if I can have 2/3 of that move in profit, I would hold into earnings. Otherwise, it's just a total guess. All right. So that's, one of the big caveats as far as Nvidia for next week. It's a high risk trade. It's definitely not for everybody, but these are the kind of things I really like because if we do get good trade location up here and more panicky selling comes in, then I think this thing could go to the 127, 128 area and then maybe even beyond. Obviously, that's, looking forward quite a bit, and I make no assumption or promise that that's going to happen. But I think Nvidia, the fact that the thing is up, basically tripled from 52-week low to 52-week high, getting a little toppy, 5 stops here, meaning, buyers just tired out at 150 bucks. We're possibly losing the June 20th high and the 21-day MA. That's why 141 is very, very key. Again, if it goes below 141, I'll get short. If it closes back above 141, then I'll just get out. But if it does go lower, I'll stay lower. And if it is up at least 10 points in the earnings on Wednesday afternoon, I'll hold it. And then, by the way, I'll probably even sell some downside puts, because at that point, I mean, if the stock is lower, there's going to be some decent money to sell some downside puts and capture even more money. So anyway, that's a trade for me, folks. Nvidia this week. All depends on what's going to happen, though. I said there's plenty of caveats to look forward to on Monday. But if there's more weakness, then I think Nvidia to me is a great setup to the short side. If not, hey, let's call it a no harm, no foul trade, right? If the stock never gets below 141 on Monday, well, then obviously I'm not shorting the stock. So that's how it, is all going to play out for me here. So anyway, we'll see what happens. Higher risk trade, but I think the trade location could work out very, very well. Obviously, earnings is another kind of factor, but if we have some gains ahead of it, I will hold in the earnings, sell some downside puts. That way, kind of cover and hedge myself. And then we'll see what happens. Go from there. So anyway, have a great one. Hope it helps. And see you in the room. Peace. Hey, everybody. This is Brad Adonis with ShadowTrader.net. Thank you for taking the time to watch this short video. If you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button below. Also, you can check us out, ShadowTrader.net/squawk. And if you want to trade live with myself or any of the other ShadowTrader moderators, sign up, give us a try. Take care, good luck trading, and see you soon.